Well, hello there, folks. Greetings, welcome in. My name's Jayven Fox, resident mad professor here in the secret lab, and it's Monday nights, so you know what that means. We're playing some Starfinder. It's sci-fi RPG time. Now, we are a Zoe down this week, I'm afraid. However, this will be the last episode of this half of the season, and then we're going to take... It's looking like a 2-week break, which gives me a chance to catch up on a few YouTube episodes that are still raring to be uploaded, and give a couple of people a chance to get back from various places they're going and things like that. So we're going to take a little mid-season break for a couple of weeks, starting next week. But the YouTube will still be up there, and I'll still be doing musicy bits and D&D over on OverlordFace's channel, so there's still plenty of stuff to watch. Welcome in, chat. Good to see you all. Vampire Child, Cray, lovely to see you. I hope you've had a fine week. If you are watching on YouTube, well, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff, because I normally only mention it 3 hours in, and I don't know how many of you make it to the end. You know, normally the hardcores. So, yeah, that would be great if you could do that. We're going to head over to the credits, I think, and then we'll have a catch-up at what's been going on, where we are, as we head into this mid-season finale of Starfinder: The Drift Awakens. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in a second. Hello, crew. Welcome.
Hello.
What up? So, I want to start actually this week, but a couple of bits of housekeeping very quickly. For a start, Jayven Fox merch. It's Alive, available in the links below. Make sure you go and get yourself an It's Alive t-shirt. They're absolutely banging. So do that. That's job one. Job two, sorry for the last couple of weeks. I've been very unwell. The regular viewers will know I suffer from some mental health issues, and they have been plaguing me very badly the last couple of weeks. I have not been all right, and you might have been able to notice, keen-eyed viewers might have been able to notice, I wasn't quite myself the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, I'm still not quite myself. However, I am highly medicated today, and have been, doing the work, as they say, so hopefully I will resemble usual Jayven. But, yeah, for any of you who thought the Mad Professor thing was just an affectation, a part of my brand, no, it's not. It's actually for real. Okay, so, a quick catch-up then. This week we have the return of James. Welcome back, James. Good to see you.
Hello.
Now, round up then. You've left the Farabarium on a mission for Captain Ketch, who has tasked you with removing the head of the Garza clan, the very same organised crime gang based on Mariana 6, his home planet, and in fact home planet of Clem and Yala. He's tasked you with, chopping off the head of this particular organisation in retaliation for his treatment many, many, many years ago. About 20 to 30-ish. He's also offered a little bonus that if you can take out their operation in general, and shut down their enterprise, really stick the final nail in the coffin, and we'll give you an extra 15 grand. So you are well incentivized to do a real number on the Garza clan. So you've been making your way there. On your way, thanks to Clem and Yala's local knowledge, you took a what certainly back then was a relatively popular off-the-grid route into Mariana 6, on the presumption that, you know what, this part of space, if there's smuggling going on, it tends to be going on through these shipping lanes, so might be worth taking that route in. And it paid off. You ended up picking up a signal, which was 4 escort ships, Garza clan escort ships, and a cargo ship, where they shouldn't be, running silent. You managed to chase them down, destroying one of the escort ships during the chase. You've already taken out another escort ship, leaving only 2 remaining. I will put this up on the screen now for chat. So you are currently chasing down the cargo ship, marked in yellow on the map, and the escorts marked in red, and the Rusty Mustang there is in green. The asteroids have drifted around a little bit since last week, because I tried to load last week's map and it was gone, so I've had to rebuild it. So yeah, you know, this is the thing about asteroid belts, they're not exactly static, so some of the rocks might have moved and some of them might still move. I might be fixing that as we're having this fight between you and me. But I think that largely brings us up to speed. Any other things that James might have missed? There was a little bit of an upheaval on the Rusty Mustang just prior to leaving the Farabarium. While you were sleeping it off in your dorm, Otto Baratha, right-hand man to Aldous Callahan, had a bit of a rejig of everybody's positions, which was met with varying degrees of acceptance from the crew. But he gently suggested that Captain Clara should take maybe a little bit of gardening leave to process some of the things that she's been processing and finding out about herself, or not finding out, as the case may be, over the last few weeks since Cryonis 3. Putting Face in charge. So Face is now acting captain. Ormanganda has been reassigned to the stick, so he is currently mavericking the Rusty Mustang around. She has been reassigned to the turrets. She is on gunner duty, and yeah, Clara moved to magic officer to take over from Face. James remains at the science officer position. Does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to know about what's been going on recent, or do you want to just crack straight into this battle? Because now is the time for questions before we get launched into it. I'm just going to have to turn you up a little bit, Face, otherwise I'm going to lose you in the music.
Have we taken any damage?
So you have taken a little bit of damage, only a few points. I think the shields are rebalanced. I'll just check that in a second. Just bear with me 2 ticks. I'm just going to open up.
They were rebalanced, yes.
Excellent,
very good.
Excellent. So, to the best of my knowledge, you are currently on 83 out of 85 hull points, because you still have that little graze from when you were coming into Cryonis weeks ago. And yeah, the shields are rebalanced and 11 apiece. The Hephaestus link that I have sent you, it should be up to date. If you open that, it should show the current state of play. You don't have any glitching systems. Nothing is damaged so far. The escort ship 2 is in fully working order, as is escort ship 3. The auto hauler, yeah, the cargo ship is also in factory fresh nick.
I have us as 77 HP.
You have it at 77?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think,
Really?
yeah, I think that's
I
wrong, because
remember that.
2 shots. There you go. Crease up is 2 shots for 6 points. Shields rebalanced. Yeah, so nothing should have made it through to the hull. So the hull should be okay. So I don't know why yours is showing as 77, but that is strange.
I'll put it back up.
Okay. Any other questions? Let me just check the crew. Everybody's in the right positions. Yeah, gunner, science, face. Yeah, captain, magic, Clara, magic. Okay. Yeah, everybody's in the right places on my crew sheet. One of my plans for the break, by the way, is I've been working on a ship overlay for OBS, so hopefully people at home should be able to track what's going on a little bit easier as well. So yeah, that's a project I'm working on. Hey CB, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay, so I believe we were at what, the top of a round? I think we got to the end of the round and called it a day, didn't we? So we are going to start with engineering actions from everybody. So if you can tell me what engineering actions you want to take, that would be excellent.
What are my actions here?
If anybody wants to try and give me a bonus, I'm going to try and evade this turn.
Oh, nice.
You're gonna try and what?
Evade. I'm going to do some cool flying, and it'll give us +2 to our AC and TL.
Nice. Can you do that and end facing the cargo ship? I was gonna EMP it.
It's just the standard move, but does the what range is the the EMP just has 5 hexes, and I assume it's our forward quarter. Yeah.
Pass.
Yep.
Let me have a
Range
look.
is 20 hexes.
For that, it says 5
Oh
hexes on
no,
the
sorry,
Master
that's the
Mustang.
heavy torpedo launcher.
Well, we can. If you want to use the heavy torpedo launchers, I'm more than game.
We just want to slow the thing down. We end up blowing it to smithereens.
Just torpedo it. Just.
Where are we looking
Yeah.
for this?
It's 5 hexes.
Sorry, what is it you're looking for?
Whatever it is the guys are looking at.
The Rusty Mustang.
There's a link in the Starfinder chat.
Yeah, so we're in the
Just
engineering.
activate
So
all
just
there.
catch you up. Yeah, we're in the engineering phase, James. So any of the actions that can take place in the engineering phase, so that can be captain, chief mate, engineer, science officer, magic officer actions. Those sorts of things can be done now. My guys have done theirs. Although actually, there is one more to do. Oops.
Okay. 1, 2. So I can't really get you into torpedo or EMP this turn, Ali, I don't think.
Fine, as
I'm
long as I
moving-
can EMP it before it gets away. I
Let me
just wanna
let me
slow it
let me
down.
just think. So 1, 2. I can turn 1 quarter. 1, 2. Turn.
That's a pass. And
Just think. 1,
that's a
2,
pass. So they both get.
2.
How many can we move?
Oh yeah, no. I think maybe I can. I can move 8, can't I?
Yeah.
And I think each turn is an 8. So I go 1, 2, and turn up. That's 3. 1, 2, turn 4. 1, 2, turn 5.
Right, very quickly then. So, what engineering actions have you guys done? Just so I've done a one now. So, what were yours?
I am going to target the target a system, and I'm going to target the engines of the cargo hauler.
Okay. Yep. No problem. Targeting
Ooh.
engines. Yep. Okay. And any other engineering actions being taken by the Rusty Mustang crew?
I'm just gonna do my encourage and
Mhm.
try and give Sam a +2.
You're going to encourage Sam in his flying. Okay. Lovely.
Yay!
And
I've taken my.
I think that is it then, isn't it?
Yeah, let me see if I. You are encouraged.
Hooray.
Yay!
Okay. Well, in that case,
I rolled.
Oh, go on.
I was just saying, I
Yeah.
rolled a 30 for my target system.
I
so
think
that's
you've managed that,
definitely
yeah?
targeted.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. So you're
Nice.
going to get a so this is a plus. Is what going to be a plus? It basically was going to focus any damage on the cargo ship onto the engines. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next attack made by a starship that hits the enemy ship scores a critical hit on a natural roll of 19 or 20. If that attack deals critical damage, it affects the chosen system.
Okay. So you focus all your damage
for
into the
further
engines.
critical damage resulting. Exactly. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay. In that case, Sam, it is very nice. Love to see it. It is helm time. So if all the pilots can do piloting checks, please.
Every classes.
Everybody roll a piloting check. This is to determine initiative.
I guess if I don't need to use the EMP anymore, it doesn't really matter where you fly.
I can close with them.
17.
So my plan is I'll show you when I move after everything's gone.
I don't know, 12. Okay, and the cargo ship is gonna do a snap lock. That's 15, so that's 12.
Oh, but they'll depending on what happens, they might move first. So
Yeah, how did you do? How did you
Yeah.
do on your initiative roll, your piloting roll, Sam?
28.
28. Okay, that is.
With my +2.
Yeah, that's with +2 from the computer and +2 from face.
With +2 from the computer. Okay.
Yeah.
The so actually the cargo ship is going to go first, followed by the Rusty Mustang, followed by Fighter 2, followed by Fighter 3. Okay. Right. So
Yep.
cargo ship gets to do its helm maneuvers. Oh, we're going to give him reverse, aren't we? So helm is going to have to act first on Fighter 3, and that is going to. This has got. These have. Okay, they focused on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
James, do we all
Yeah.
apply that +2? Does that apply to shooting as well, from your computer's check?
And then this one is going to go
I thought it applied to piloting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, shit. It is a very quick ship. 11. There we go. Whiz round this
Just to
asteroid. Going
clarify,
to
Jay, for
support
my
my
movement,
guy.
I'm pulling a stunt as well.
Well, it is going to be, I think, you next, so you may absolutely do your stunt now if you so wish. So that's my pilot, and that's all of my. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's
so
all my
it's-
pilot, and then cargo ship would be last. Yeah. So what stunt are you doing?
Gotta give us a crazy Ivan, Sam.
It's crazy, Ivan.
I'm pulling evade.
Always wanted to try one. Evade. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically just my normal move, which I've already done.
Mm-hmm.
But I get a +2 to AC and TL.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And that's yeah.
Oh
So,
no, sorry, I'm moving the.
so that's a DC 16. Have you
Ah,
passed?
ah.
What are you
Yes,
doing with this
yeah.
asteroid?
I'm trying not to move the asteroid. Yeah, so it would be would it not be 18? Because it's 10 plus 2 times our ship's tier, which isn't the Rusty Mustang tier 4?
No, it's 1.5 times your ship.
Yeah, 1.5 times. So yeah, DC 16.
Oh, that's not what it says on the.
10 plus 1.5
That's not what
times.
it says on. It says 10 plus 2.5 times your starship tier in the core rulebook. I got that wrong.
Really? I've never seen it be 2.5 times ever. I'm what's that? Page 319.
Page 320.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, it's all right. I've passed it. But,
Yeah, no, I want to
it
clear
was,
that up though. That is weird. I'm sure.
I thought that's what it was.
Evade. Yeah, no, 1.5 times. Yeah, 1.5.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
This copy is lying to me. It says 2.
That's very strange. Okay.
That's fine. I've definitely passed it then.
Excellent.
That's cool.
Okay, so you're going to get +2 to AC and TL now.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, to AC and TL.
So that's 1, 2, and each turn is 1 as well, isn't it? Each turn to face a different segment. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Let me just go. That's right. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, so
Does turning count?
well, you know, so the way
Turning counts. Each turn is 1 move, isn't it?
no, I don't believe it is.
Oh, is it not? Oh, I can just turn freely.
You can turn one face of the hexagon for every number of tiles in your maneuverability
2
count,
movement.
which is 2. So 2, turn a face. 2,
Yeah.
turn a face is the quickest you
Oh,
can
but that
turn.
doesn't count as a move.
It doesn't count as a move, no.
Ah, okay, great. So I've got. Okay, cool. So in that case,
So you can move 2 more then.
I can do 1 more turn. No, I can't, can I? I have to move another 2.
You can't. Yeah, you can't turn on the spot.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, I can't
No, wait.
maneuver so cleverly.
No,
I can
no,
get us on that one.
go-
But it does
go
give us
back.
to target escort. Sorry?
Because you did this. We were here, right? This square.
Yeah. So
And
when
you're
you
pointing-
want
and you're pointing
One,
north,
2,
yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
1, 2.
1, 2, turn.
Turn.
1, 2, and then we can turn towards the
Ah,
ship.
cool. Yeah, that's better. That's what I wanted to do. And I thought I could do.
Kind of like the hiding behind the rock approach. I mean,
It's only going to
Yeah,
give
we
you
can do that
very.
too. But
that-
It would only give you very, very limited
But this
cover
way-
because we are in 3D space, so it's not like
Yeah, it's 3D space.
you'll get a bit.
By the
but
way, if you
not
want
much.
to now use if you want to EMP, because I aim to please. So if you
Well,
want to EMP,
Uh,
EMP him.
Well, folks. Right now the cargo ship's going to do its turn, so that has got to sort that itself out. It has a +2 to its speed because of its engineering check. It's a 8 speed with a turn of 1. Okay, so 1, 2,
James, you know
2,
that critical systems
3.
thing, computer thing.
Yes.
Would that work using an EMP?
5,
It just says attack. If the EMP is an attack, then yeah.
7.
I might just shoot it then.
8 in turn? Yeah, 8 in turn. Let's point up that way. Okay, the cargo ship has repositioned. So that is everybody's helm turn. So, right, gunnery phase. We'll do this in order, but obviously all the damage happens at the same time. So cargo ship's going to go first. Cargo ship is going to launch. It is tempting. Yeah, you know what? It's gonna launch a bloody missile. It's gonna launch a bloody torpedo at you. So to hit then, and I still have another onboard computer here. So
Kree makes a good point. Is it still intimidated?
the
Oh yeah. How long did that last for?
3 rounds.
that is a good point. That was the very thank you for reminding us, Craig, because that is deep cuts. Which I'm trying to remember what the intimidate does. It's on your. Can you look that up for me, actually, Face? While I'm just rolling these dice. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Plus gunnery.
Intimidate.
It's 11 plus 2.
Oh, it's taunt. And it gives -2 penalty to all checks.
We have lost to Sam.
-2
Pilot down.
to all checks. So yeah, I am going to, I think, miss with that. I'm not going to get target lock, I'm afraid, because you're. Yeah,
Did I just?
there's some bonuses.
We've regained a Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Dropped out.
Now, I just want to double check. I think when I fire a target locking thing, tracking weapon, and I miss. Oh no, it's fine. I just don't have the lock. Yeah, no lock, so no, that misses completely. So Rusty Mustang you up.
Okay, I'm gonna fire at will at the cargo ship. So I click piloting for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a piloting check. Okay. Ooh, 29.
Very nice. That is going to hit.
Does that do the thingy to the
I haven't
computer system?
Well, no, because you have to use the turrets because I'm not in the forward arc anymore, so I'm out of the EMPs. Forward
I
arc.
am using the turret.
Yeah, so just give me damage with that, and then we will apply any. And just tell me what the dice roll is as well, because if it's a 19, it'll count as a critical.
Help me on.
All you have to do is just
Damage.
click on the. What's
Sorry.
it? Where is it?
I forget stuff.
The Rusty Mustang. You just have to click on where it says where it says damage in the middle.
Got it. Okay. 15.
15 damage. So
And
that's 3.
disappointingly, my roll was an 18.
And this is on the cargo. Sorry, your roll was an 18, but you only got. Oh, but you got 15 to hit. 15 damage. Why was that?
No. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant my piloting roll.
No, you've hit. It's the damage roll I was at. It's the amount of damage that I'm after now.
Oh, okay. 15. Yeah.
3d6. Christ, that's a bloody good damage roll. Jesus.
3d6.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Okay, which I think is going to cross the critical threshold. It does. So that's going to cause. Oh my god! All right, no, so it's going to cause 1 crit. Sorry, and that's 15 on my forward arc. So.
What did you shoot, Ellie?
I just shot at the cargo ship because Blaz had hexed its computer systems.
No, I targeted the engine system, so all the damage from this shot goes into the engines.
Oh,
Well, no,
okay.
it focuses criticals
Okay.
on the engines. It means only crits can go on the engines. So
okay.
so you have scored a crit with that shot, so that's the engines on the cargo ship are now glitching. So good shot, well played. Okay, so that means I've just got my shooty to do. Fighter 2, gonna come around with its gunnery check.
Yala needs to shoot.
Oh, she does, yeah. Okay, let me give it a quick Yala roll. 2 seconds.
Come on, Yala.
That is going to be a hit with her boost, I think. Because she's a pretty good shot. Let's just remind myself of what her piloting skill was. It's pretty good, but.
I've been channeling the whole Maverick.
Oh yeah, that's
thing. I
definitely
feel
going to
really-
hit. That's going to hit all day, all night, and that is going to cause 11 damage to the front of the cargo ship's shields. But it has no shields left, so that is all going to go into hull damage. Sorry, I said it was 11, didn't I? So that is 11 off there, and another crit. This time it will be randomly selected because it's only 1 attack, isn't it? Not both hits will hit the engines, right?
It just says next attack. Yeah.
Okay, so let's just get a quick. It's going to be 60. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to get a. Damn it. My plasma cannon is now glitching as well. Okay. Right, that is my turn for the shooting. God, it's difficult playing 6 people at once. Right. 19 plus gunnery is 24 to hit.
Don't hit the cargo ship anymore.
20.
OAC is 15, so.
Yeah, so that is going to hit, and that is going to be with the gyro laser for 5 damage to your front quadrant. So I'll knock that off the shields. 5. There we go. Not enough to break your critical threshold, so no criticals for you. And now, number 3. Fighter 3 is going to have a shot. 4 plus 5, 9. That's rubbish. That's not going to hit. Okay, yeah, so Escort 3 misses. Okay, that is it. Then we are back to the top of the round with engineering actions. So please work out your engineering actions, and we're going to fly straight back into it. My auto hauler.
Ormanganda, do you think you can get forward facing onto one of the smaller ships so I can torpedo it next time?
Yeah, I should be able to because I've just rolled for my piloting check and it's a nat 20.
Nice. That is some seriously good piloting.
So, well, to be fair though, they're really maneuverable, so it depends. It depends what Jay rolls for them because they can turn in situ. I think those little craft. They're smaller and more maneuverable, just like the enemy make.
5 minus intimidate. 14. 5. Engineering.
But then I'm thinking now that
target lock, maybe. I don't know what type of missiles we have.
I don't know if the torpedoes give you target.
And then a plus 3, so it's 18. Oh, yeah, we go.
Alright, I'm going to try and encourage you again.
Are you encouraging?
Yeah, you are encouraged. So that's a plus 2.
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
And now for this one, we're going to do combat actions, engineer, and this is going to be. Okay, so we're going to be looking at. That's a 4 plus a snap block. That sucks. 4, 9. It's 2, 11. Is that going to make it? Yes. Okay, so that's diverted, and then same again. Yeah, they're both diverted. Okay. Right, all my engineering phase stuff is done. You guys were happy?
Yeah.
Can't work out how to rebalance the shields.
Ah, okay. So if you want to do that, you just need to go. It's an open action, and it's in. No, sorry, it's not an open action. It's it's a science officer action. So if you look at combat actions on the Rusty Mustang tab, so it's DC for you.
16.
Sounds about right. Yeah, DC 16. So give me a DC 16 computers check, and if you achieve it, then I can rebalance the shields for you.
Yeah, 31.
Lovely. Okay, so there is a little button that says shield controls, and there's a little rebalance shield button, but I'm going to rebalance those. Lovely. So you're back to 12 in the front arc and 9 in everything else. Excellent. Everybody scienced up, engineered up. So it's helm checks then. Let me just do mine. I know you already did yours, didn't you, Sam, for initiative? What was yours?
Mine was a nat 20, which is 32 all in.
Jeez Louise, that's ridiculous. Right, okay. In that case, I need my auto hauler.
And I'm evading again because
Oh, a nat 20 from the hauler as well, though, with plus 15.
we got some.
We
got some good.
The hauler just got a 35 on its check.
Oh my
That's
god!
pretty
Oh,
good.
shit.
Okay, and the others are doing plus 26. Okay, and next one.
Fighter, did you want me to go after, Ali?
Okay.
Well, it depends
Okay.
on whether or not our missiles can go sideways or not.
So, folks,
Either forward arc. It has to be forward arc.
the Fighter 3 is going to have to go
Torpedoes.
first, so we're going to start with that one, and that's going to do. With a turn 1.
So they'll only go like in a line.
The way it works is, say if you were here, if you look at the thing, So say from here, I think you could fire like this way, or
Okay.
like I think that's right. Yeah, but it would have to be this arc here. I think these 3 squares. But Jay can correct me, or James, if you know any different.
Not a clue.
That's my assumption that's your forward arc.
No.
So I don't want to lead. I can get him. I can get you face. I mean, you're facing straight towards escort 3 anyway. At the moment.
Actually, no, it's going to go through.
It's just
I just
depends.
want to fire a torpedo.
Yeah, it's just which one you want to go for.
I think neither have taken any damage according to Jay.
Okay.
It's going to end up facing over
Okay.
here.
Escort 2's gone. I think we maybe have to move
I'll have to
before
do a quick
escort
roll.
3. I don't know.
Which is fine. Okay, right, brilliant. So, Rusty Mustang, you are up next. Give me your fly me to the moon, baby.
Okay, so where do you want me to go, Ellen? What do you want me to target?
Your choice. Either of the escorts.
Either of the escorts. Okay, so
You might be best doing 2 if 3's still to move.
that's
3's already moved.
Has 3 already moved?
Yeah, both the
Both the
escorts.
escorts have moved, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So whichever.
Um,
What maneuver are you doing?
I did evade again. I'm thinking we just do this.
Just loop up behind it.
What's that, 6?
That's 6. And then we're right next to that one, but you can blast escort 2 now if you want with your torpedoes.
Okay, so cargo ship. Cargo ship, I feel like I want the cargo ship to do something kind of cool. It is going to, I think... it's quite tricky.
Coming down to flicks the bird. But the cargo ship as he flies past.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, the cargo ship is going to attempt a flip and burn.
Ooh!
It's going to do the old flip and burn. So it's going to do 3 forwards, 1, 2, 3, and then pull a fairly clutch piloting check. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, that's past that. So it's going to flip back on itself and flip end over end.
I really wanted to try doing one of those, but I haven't really had a good reason to do it yet.
Okay, that's the flip and burn.
I
So
don't think you don't need a reason.
gunnery phase, folks. We'll start with we'll go again in we'll go top order to lowest because it's just kind of make more sense. The cargo ship immediately launches an attack with its light plasma torpedo launcher. And it's going to do a 9 plus 7 is 16 plus a mod
miss.
19.
Oh, unless you've got bonus.
Yeah, and I'm up to 19 now for my TL.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, so in that
Breeze
case,
calling out EMP. I'm guessing it's a 5 hex arc to the fore, right?
I just want to show you something. Look, I got little missiles. Look,
Yes.
so I can track missile tracking if it doesn't. So if it didn't reach, here we go. I'll put a little red ring around it. We got incoming. Beep beep beep
That's
beep beep
very
beep.
cool.
So yeah, the thing is though, it is going to. It can do like 20 hexes in a single go. So I just wanted to show you that. But it is going to go whoosh and impact straight into the Rusty Mustang. For a sum total of oopsie daisy, I have clicked on the wrong thing.
I was gonna say it's gone wrong way.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just getting rid of that. I'm just bin that. I just
That's
wanted to show you my new little missiles because they're kind of cool. That is going to be a 3d8, 16 damage. Oh, and were any of those ones? I don't know. 16 damage on your forward shields. So,
Breach,
shields
breach,
down.
breach.
yeah, forward shields are now down, and you're going to take 4 health point, like a hull point damage as well, taking you down to
Everyone give me a Star
79.
Trek.
However, it was not
impacted moment.
It was not a big enough single hit to trigger a critical in any of your systems. So, Rusty Mustang, you are up next.
Okay, I'm now actually thinking of torpedoing the cargo ship instead to try and stop it from doing that to us again, because that was quite damaging.
Once again, Kree's calling out EMP in the chat, and I reckon you might be right.
I don't think I can EMP the
Range is
cargo
5
ship from here,
hexes.
Yeah.
Can.
but it's not like straight.
It's in your
Doesn't
your
have to
forward
be.
arc, and it is within 5, so it could be
Yeah.
EMP'd.
Yeah, this is your forward arc, I
Okay.
think. I got that right, Jay.
Yeah, in fact, the way to know which arc you're in, I'll show you this. This is going to be the neatest way. Look, is you follow the line of the grid like that. See, that would be your forward arc along those lines, and then that would be your rear arc.
So it's not all that. Side arc.
Now, what happens is
Good.
if somebody was in this square here, then basically at some point in the round you would have to choose: are they in my front arc or their side arc? In my side arc, and then you stick with that for the rest of the round. So you can make a call on any of the subdivided things.
So are we EMPing both of them then?
I can only do one.
Yeah, it's a target. It's still a targeted attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it'd just be one. So
Cargo ship. Focus fire.
I love how quickly. I love how long your
25.
plans survive contact with the enemy. You lot. We're going to kill the escorts. We're going to take that cargo ship. But the cargo ship just hurt me. Everybody focus on the cargo ship. We're killing the cargo ship.
Yeah, but surely the
EMP won't
EMP
kill it.
will just shut
An
it
EMP
down.
Okay,
won't
so
kill it.
actually, let me. So an EMP has a special property, emits a beam of electromagnetic energy, does not deal damage to ships or shields, but plays havoc with the ship's electronic systems. On a hit, an EMP weapon scrambles one of the target's starship's systems, determined randomly. That causes that system to act as if it had the glitching condition for up to 4 rounds. If this system is already damaged, increase its critical damage by another level of severity for 1d4 rounds. Whenever an EMP weapon scores critical damage, it scrambles 2 systems at random. So it's going to basically like hammer 2 systems at once.
Nah, fuck it. Just torpedo the.
Just
escort.
shot an EMP.
We do need to kill the escorts.
And I need you guys to make a
Do
decision.
you want me to?
I'm
I
captain.
just fly this thing.
I say we kill the escorts. and then
Okay.
hopefully we can board the ship, the cargo ship.
There we go.
Well, my piloting roll was 25, so
That
I
is-
am torpedoing the
You're torpedoing the escort.
escort. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty savage, I would wager, because that is going to hit in escort 2. So give me your torpedo damage.
5d8.
Fucking ridiculous.
22.
22 damage on escort 2 on their side shields. I can tell you now that is not going to feel good for them. So that's
That's yeah.
We
that-
also
Could have been
only
so
have
much
4
worse.
torpedoes left.
yeah. Torpedoes are a finite resource. This is true.
We've only got 4 torpedoes left now.
Sorry, did you say 20 damage total?
Still more, it's
that.
fine.
That's
22, I believe.
22, sorry, right, so I need to take another 2 off that. That is a big hit. That's also going to cause 3 criticals across the ship. So that is going to cause a crit in... Which systems? Okay, the power core is now glitching. The weapons on... okay, so that... Yeah, that's going to be glitching on the weapons as well. Oh no. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah. Glitching on that side. And then, what was the other one? I'll just throw my D100 away. It's a good thing I've got another one. Jesus Christ, I can't keep my shit together, guys. Right, last critical is
Wait, Shooting for the GM.
Because somebody's got to. Somebody's got to. Okay, I don't think that should actually happen. I think that if they don't. Okay, cool, right. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Right, Fighter 2, limping a bit now, to say the least.
And can I just get on the comms to Yala quickly and tell her to shoot at Escort 2 as well,
Oh
please?
shit, I forgot. I keep forgetting about Yala. Fine, she's going to shoot. Of course she gets a nat 20. So Yala nat 20's Yala nat 20's Escort 2. I'm not best pleased
I'm
about
becoming
it.
increasingly fond of Yara.
She's good, man. She is good. So she's going to cause 11 damage, which is going to be quite bad for Escort 2. And it's also going to create another glitching system, another critical system, this time to the power core. Oh my god, the power core is now in quite a bad way as it happens. Yeah, his power core is malfunctioning now. His power core is malfunctioning.
So does she do double damage because of that natural 20?
That is a good point. I think, yes, that is true. Yeah, no, I forgot about it. Yeah, so it's not only going to be...
So Escort 2 is dead now, surely.
Well, I need to check, because I don't think I've had...
We could hope.
Yeah, so... Oh, so I should just get a... So it's just going to take another crit, basically. It's not going to take double damage, it seems. It's just going to land yet another crit. Pretty sure that's right. I'm pretty sure that's right. And that is... Oh, no! Oh, dear. You've wrecked the power core of this ship. The cargo
So
ship.
it's just
The escort ship is in a bad way. Is in a very bad way.
Lizard on stick for Yana.
Now,
Landing shooting.
No noodles and bacon, though.
I don't think we've got any noodles and bacon left on the ship, do we?
Yeah, I got
He
two.
stocked up and got all that.
Yeah, I got 2 giant Tupperwares full of it.
I think she probably deserves some. She probably deserves some noodles and bacon then, dude. If she wants it for that shooting.
No.
Wait, you put it in the freezer with his like skulls and trophies and things, didn't you?
Fighter 2 can't... Oh, no, Fighter 2 can hit you, because it's got a bloody... Oh, no, it's broad arc. Okay. Oh, let me just check that.
The power core's dead.
The power core is wrecked. Hang on, I've got a couple of things I'm just looking up quickly, because they are kind of crucial.
Power core might be wrecked, but he can still roll down the window and shoot out.
The power core is basically is wrecked, but what it means is it's going to give like basically just massive penalties to everything I'm doing. So it's still I'm still functioning, but it's horrible. Like I'm getting like -4s to everything. It stacks with everything else. I can't do a whole bunch of different bloody engineer actions, so it's pretty hamstringy. Okay, so I can shoot at you with a -2 from Escort 2, and it's going to be another -4. Yeah, so I'm doing this at -6. Oh god, yeah, that is not going to hit. Escort 2 fails. Escort 3. It's a shot. Oh my god, really? Plus my snap block. Fuck. No, forget it. Yeah, they both miss. Ridiculous misses from both escorts. And we are back to the top of the engineering phase.
From that missile, it's not that great.
Okay then, folks. So engineering actions, please.
Rebalance the shields, 23.
that is going to do it. So we will rebalance
That's
your
the
shields
shields,
right
23.
now. You are back to 9 in the front and 6 in all other arcs.
Okay, I am gonna demand that she destroys that escort now, and I want to give her a +4 to whatever check she needs to do that.
Very nice.
So here we go.
Hang on a minute.
I've rolled 3 6s this today
That's quite
already.
impressive. That's quite impressive.
3 6s. I don't know. I'm
You're having
done.
one of those
Can I
weeks.
just not roll dice anymore?
You're having one of those
Can I-
weeks. Just RP all the time.
I'm having one of those every single fucking session.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
we
say,
play,
isn't
like,
that just
RP
poor
all
faces?
the time.
Like every one of Connor's weeks is like, I've rolled a 2, I've rolled a 3, I've rolled a 1, I've rolled another 1.
So I don't demand anything of she because I'm just
You go to the bar,
fucking
and then,
useless.
and then you just go down to the freezer to get out some bacon and noodles because you just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I'm fuck this. I'm going to the kitchen.
Okay, so I'm going
I
to
won't
do...
forget. Not gonna forget the attempt.
A 12 plus a 3 is 15 plus my engineering.
That's just what the action's called. It's
So that's 20. Minus 4, so
So you're
16,
like,
so I
"Oh,
still pass it.
I'm going to encourage Ormanganda to fly, and you're like, no, I demand.
well, it's because it's double the bonus. I wanted to help
it's-
out, you know.
It's the iron taloned like claw of the Dracriarchy, like imposing it on you.
Great, yeah.
It is.
Right.
That's the other thing you might have missed last week, James. There was some accusations of patriarchal behaviour
So,
being
so
thrown
10
around.
plus engineering.
But how did it get Dracriarchy?
15.
The
It's
Dracriarchy.
because Clara got removed from command on the suspicion
No.
that she may have once been pregnant.
Yeah,
It
on the
was
suspicion that she had
before.
ovaries.
She might be a mother. Get her
Right.
out of leadership position. She's far too unreliable and
She's emotional and empathetic.
Yeah.
So you can't do anymore.
That is
Well,
not
I'm
what
trying to think
happened.
That was pretty much
James,
what. That was pretty much what Jay
she's-
said. if
That's
I
what.
recall.
That's
she's
what people
hysterical.
took it
That
as.
was-
Get her out of the captain's chair. She's hysterical.
That was verbatim what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
I really need to get those YouTube edits up before people start believing this shit. Right, okay. My escorts have done their engineering checks. I've just got, sorry, that's the auto hold to do. And they are going to, I think, just. Are they going to remove? Yeah, that's. Okay, yeah, no, that is going to be a divert. Okay. Roll that. That is a fail. Okay, never mind. Alright, so, helm phase then, folks. Do you want to give me your piloting check for initiative, please, Sam?
24.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cargo ship is doing okay, but that is only going to be 8. 11 plus a 26. In fact, no, 23. Oh, it's actually, yeah, 23. Okay. Flight 2. They're on +5.
You muted,
so
Jason.
25 and
What?
I thought you were saying
18.
something.
25 and 18.
No,
but
no, no.
I do get some minuses to that, so I have got a. It's 2 minus 2. Okay. Okay, so he's going to be actually on 23. Alrighty, folks. So, starting this round is going to be my crummy little fighter 3. Rolled very poorly. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be able to loop me around to there.
Hey,
What? You alright?
no, just he's gone straight in front of us. That's all.
Escort 2 is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. 8, 9, 10. Big old loop-de-loop around this way. And then we're looking at cargo ship next. It's got not the greatest maneuverability at the moment. 6 on a 1. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2.
What do you think about trying to put something between us and the cargo ship? Try and minimise the risk of it torpedoing us again.
6.
He's moved over there. Do you want to go for escort 2 this turn, guys?
Right, okay, you're
Or
up.
do you want to? Escort 3's pretty badly crippled.
3's in
Isn't
a
it
bad
Escort
way.
two
just
is crippled,
badly
yeah.
crippled?
Oh,
Sorry, so escort 2's crippled. The rest.
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry, yeah, they've just switched positions on the map. Yeah. 2's in a bad way. 2's in a very bad way.
Okay, should we go for 3 then?
Finish the job.
Well, but the point is, escort 2 is basically crippled. It's at -6 to hit. Yeah. Whereas escort 3 is still guns on. So it makes more sense to go for escort 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm too busy eating apparently to be a captain. So do whatever you want, guys.
Captain, how do you want me to maneuver?
You're smart. You figure it out.
It just is the sound of just like noodles being slurped.
Alright, then, somebody do some flying. Where are we going?
Okay. Oops, sorry.
Let me just pull this out. Sorry.
Have I got 2 more movement left, or is that it?
I'm not sure you were flying.
You've done 6 hexes of movement so far.
I thought, yeah, it's what throws me is the turn thing. Okay, so Black Escort 3.
Point blank range. Very nice. Okay, and all my guys are moved, so we are into gunnery phase. So we'll start with Rusty Mustang. Give me your gunnery check to do your shooting, and she. You're firing on escort 3 point blank.
Fire the torpedoes!
That is
Wait,
such
you just told me
hilariously
not to
short range for
waste any more
torpedoes.
torpedoes.
Just
I didn't say don't waste them. I just said we've got 4 left.
We're all
What else are we going to
Launch
use them on?
all the
We're in a space
torpedoes.
fight.
all about the aggression. Yeah.
18.
Scramble the jets.
But don't, Ellie,
18 to hit.
Ellie, don't forget you can use. Ellie, don't forget you can use +2 from one of the computers, so I'll be 20. Yeah, because we've got
Okay.
+2s each turn that we can use up.
So 20 to hit.
Cool, okay.
And is that targeting? That's targeting escort 3. Well, you know what? It doesn't.
Escort 3.
It's
yeah.
going to hit either way. So are you hitting? What are you shooting it with? Are you shooting it with a torpedo? You just unloading
That's
a
what
torpedo?
I'm trying to get some
I love this.
consensus on.
You're so close. You might as well open the front hatch, like just push a torpedo out in through their airlock. You've basically just docked this this missile with the with Escort 3 there.
Oh, hang on. Can we torpedo the other thing?
No, you've shot Escort
No.
3 with the torpedo at insanely close range.
No.
Give me your damage roll.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Technically, I never said I shot it. Technically, it was him that said fire the torpedoes.
Hear that face
Well,
mutiny
Ellie,
already.
we can't shoot anyone else if we're using the torpedoes. So if you want to use the torpedo,
It's true. That's true.
it's to be
I-
Escort. That's-
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right thing.
If I had like a best
Five
I'd be
D8.
writing it right now.
Yeah, 5d8 is the.
30.
What?
Nice.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is going to get
I
bad for
like
us.
the torpedoes.
This is going to get very bad for Escort 3. So 30.
Okay, so
Hang on, I just got to do some stuff here. So that's that off the shield straight
And
away.
then Yarla shoots.
yeah,
Then that off, and then that's going to
we
cause.
need to work out how we're gonna board the
Oh my
cargo
god, that's going to cause 4.
thingy.
That's
Like
going
doing
to
space.
cause. That's going to cause 4 criticals. One on
Yes.
power core is glitching. Life support is glitching. Life support is malfunctioning. And weapons array on this side is glitching as well. And then Yarla is going to shoot. That might be a miss actually from Yarla. That wasn't as good. What was that? 4 plus 12. Well, 16. 16. She might do it. Hang on Escort 3. That is going to bloody well do it. God damn it. Right, so she hits 4. She hits with the light particle beam. 3d6. That's 14 damage. I got him! 14. 14 damage. And that...
Don't get cocky.
To
be fair, she could get- hasn't missed yet, has she?
as Ellie as she unloads this plasma torpedo into the side of Escort 3, you see its shields fail and it gets rocked, and then Yarla follows up with a plasma turret, laser turret strafing, and just rips that thing out the sky. Escort 3 is donezo. Well done, crew.
I want to frisbee a slice of bacon over to Yarla.
She's up in the turret right now. You're down on the bridge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over to the turret and frisbee it up.
Just throw it up.
No,
It's all the way upstairs.
no
you know what?
bacon
You
near
know.
the weaponry.
You know what I will let you do though? Like, I can't have you. Like, look, it's the middle of the battle. You can't run all the way upstairs to the living quarters or put up into the turret. No, what I'm going to let you do is I'm going to let you witch warper her. The same thing that allows you to like teleport your axe back to you. You just teleport her a little snack.
Yeah.
There's a little like.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm just gonna teleport her some. Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Excellent. What we were going to do is before. No, that was the start. Yes, it's just my guys to shoot next. So we're going to take a 2-minute break there because I've got to sort some stuff out backstage.
Just note that I've evaded again, Jay. Just
Oh, you've evaded. Okay. Oh, so you got +2 to T8. Yeah, great. I will shoot at you in just a moment. We will be back in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. Unless, of course, it's to buy one of these T-shirts. They're dope. Right, I will see you. In fact, hang on. No. Look at it. It's pretty good. Very comfortable and well made. Right, go and buy one of those, and we'll be back in a second to shoot some more fighters out of the air. Excellent. See you in a tick. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we're in the middle of a pitch space battle as our trusty heroes are attempting to intercept a smuggling run by a local smuggling gang. You know? Makes sense, right? That's what you'd do. So let's rejoin them, shall we? And pick this thing up. Okay, folks. Fighter 2 is immediately going to shoot at the Rusty Mustang, and it's going to be hitting on... It would probably be hitting on its forward arc, I think. Looking at it, it could target its side arc actually. Right. Well, that's oh Jesus 14 to hit. That's not going to hit, is it? That is not going to hit. Cargo ship. Well, no, jeez. That's not going to hit either. This is rubbish. They both miss. So, at this point, the Escort 2 is limping. You can see it's smoking. It's only a tiny fighter. It's kind of like a not that much bigger than a big speeder bike. It's a one-man, or in this case, one goblin fighter. And it's in a bad way. You see the cargo ship and the escort ship attempt to disengage. Now they are going to do one more. We're going to do one more round, but it is basically. But they are trying to split. They are making for the hills. So this. So we are going to do some engineering checks as usual. I would like you to do yours as well, please. This one's going to be a. That is not going to be hugely helpful. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, and the auto is going to do a. Oh god, no, yeah, there's a fail all round. Right, no, any engineering check from you guys. Oh, sorry, folks. I've just realised nobody could hear you. I did think you were all a bit quiet. What did you do as your engineering check?
I can do my stuff in any phase, right? So I'm gonna demand that Ormanganda straighten up and fly right.
Okay.
Straighten up and fly right. There you go.
Okay, great. You're doing the straighten up and fly right action. James?
I feel like you
doing?
should have done the whole. You should have done the whole Iceman. You're unsafe speech.
You're unsafe.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't because I failed the check by 1. I rolled a 10.
Man, we really
I rolled a
need
10.
that.
I can't fucking do anything.
It's alright, I actually rolled okay.
Yes, James. What are you doing?
Shields don't need rebalancing, so I'm just going to assist Sam in his initiative roll.
Okay.
Is that 2 from you, James?
Yeah, +2.
Just a good old open assist. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so you yell out some astrometric data about the movement of the asteroids just to give them the edge. Okay. In that case, helm phase. So we're going to need to do some piloting checks. The auto hauler gets a 30 for the auto hauler. That's very nice.
That's the cargo ship.
It is, yeah. And the escort is going to get a 19, I think. Or is it +10? No, 24, but it does have a slight penalty to that because it does have a power core issue, so that is going to be a -2.
So mine's a
so 22 for the
James on the computer.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, with James on the computer, it was
27.
27. Okay, in that case, the cargo ship.
So it'll be
Fighter 2 is going to move first, and then it'll be the Stang, and then it'll be the cargo ship. So yeah, Fighter 2 is going to pretty much attempt to book it out of there as best as it can. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It legs it all the way over here and just starts booking out of there.
God, sorry.
Stop moving my rocks.
Sorry, mate.
It's alright. I'm locking my rocks now. I'm locking them.
Okay, good stuff.
You got locked rocks. Okay. Then it'll be the Rusty Mustang up next. So sorry about that, chat. There you go. Let's see what's going on now. Look.
So, just as an aside, there is a method of boarding a starship.
There is.
But we don't have breaching pods or anchoring weapons or injected pathogens.
We'll come
have
to
the
that.
ability.
We have an airlock, and so do they.
We have ramming.
So,
Do you want to ram them?
Yeah, that's the only way we're gonna do it, isn't it?
I got one movement left to ram it.
Ramming
How it
speed.
works.
jeez, I did not see that coming. I need to look up ramming very, very quickly. Okay, so that's your piloting
When a
action then,
starship-
is it?
When a starship successfully
I've
rams...
evaded. Although I'm evading at the same time, I don't really understand how it works, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, I'm not
An
sure.
officer
Oh no, I'm
can
sorry. I'm
do-
not sure
an
you can
officer can
evade
direct.
and drive into another ship. I like maybe it's in the rules, but thematically, I think that stinks. And I think you think it
fair
stinks
enough.
as well. Go on then,
I
James.
just
Sorry,
thought
James.
it should be like, I don't know, spinning the ship maybe like that.
Maybe,
as he
yeah.
moves.
Yeah, all right. I might
So
come back. I might
this
come back
is-
to that decision.
This is allegedly on the Starship Operations Manual, page 40, but it only references ramming. It says when a starship successfully rams and deals damage to another starship, an officer can direct a boarding party to invade the targeted starship as an open crew action.
Okay, all right. Page 40. Here we go. Right, ramming. Yeah.
So we have determined that's definitely what we're doing.
Obviously.
On aboard it. For sure.
So to be fair, that would be a.
Rule of cool.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm just thinking. I'm literally just glancing through it, looking to simplify it down.
Space part.
We are not doing this for piracy reasons.
Maybe today is a good day to die.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
Set course and ramming speed.
I'm going to just. Because I haven't actually got this internalized yet. I am going to.
Like it's an act of trauma. I'm internalized this gaming role.
Okay, Gordon Bennett, this is actually quite involved. All right, well.
Of course it is.
So
Starfinder.
an officer can direct a boarding party to invade the targeted starship as an open crew action during the gunnery phase that round. So I'm going to presume then that
Okay.
one of you has shouted out, "Let's go get him!" And then like Ormaganda just into the side of the cargo ship. To let you know,
Board the ship.
Yes.
Sounds realistic enough.
to let you know, you are going to be able to launch a boarding party. The party's maximum size is 20% of the attacking starship's complement, or 4 combatants, whichever is higher. So in your case, yeah, it would be you can send. You could, I suppose, you could all go across. All right, so yeah, on the gunnery action, that's what you're going to do then. The cargo ship, though, as you're bearing down on it, is going to make a gunnery check, which is going to be plus gunnery. It's going to be 25. 25 to hit. That is going to be with its. Oh, that's on its front arc. Okay, it's going to have to be with a light laser cannon. Oh my god, that is the worst roll ever. 2 damage. 2 damage to your front shields, please.
Boing.
So that is going to take you down to 7
Fortune
on the
favours
front.
brave.
Now,
Old Esperandum.
I feel.
Clearly, they were terrified by our aggressive ship tactics.
Okay, we're going to put. In that case, then we are going to put the space combat on hold as you career into this thing. Now, one thing I don't fully understand, it would. Okay, I think I might have sussed this. Hang on, there's one more thing I need to look up.
I am a leaf on the wind, Cree.
Okay. So here we go. I'm going to. Sam, give me a gunnery check.
A gunnery check.
Hang on. Just hang fire. You're basically gonna do a stunt that is ramming.
No pun intended.
You're gonna do. You're accelerating to ramming speed, right? So that's basically is giving you a bit of extra speed, right? And you gave me a piloting check. What was your piloting check result for the evade? Which I'm not. You have to do this instead of the evade.
Oh, sorry. It was I think it was 27 altogether.
27. Okay, so you managed to achieve the ramming speed stunt. So then you need to give me. Now we're in
gunnery
a gunnery check, please, against this starship's AC. As soon as you kind of enter the hex, and we're actually going to
right.
Let's look a little bit more like the real.
And the
thing.
way I do that is it's my base attack bonus plus my ranks in piloting. Is that correct?
Yeah. To be honest, I thought it was just your piloting check.
Well, yeah, but I think last time we did that, we realised that I was like getting ludicrously high gunnery skills, and it's because it's not your piloting; it's your piloting ranks. So it's like, so my piloting is +8, but I'm 3 ranks in piloting, so it'd be +3. You see what I mean? So it'd be +3 and +8. Does that make sense?
Isn't there just a button that says piloting?
No, that's the problem. That if you look in, unless I've got it wrong, if you look in the book, it's not just your piloting skill for gunnery; it's your piloting ranks, which is slightly different. It doesn't matter. I think I made it because my base attack bonus is +4, +3 for my piloting rank, so it will be 25.
Yeah, you make it.
Which
Good job.
Yeah.
So the Rusty Mustang comes crashing into the blocky, boxy shape of the cargo ship as the other escort beelines for home. This is going to cause some collision damage to everybody, to each of the starships. So base collision damage equals 1d4 times half your starship's speed. What's your speed, Rusty Mustang?
8.
8. So 1d4 times 4 plus an additional 1d4. I tell you what, I might roll this actually because we can keep track of it then. So here we go.
I think you better.
1d4, so 2.
That's complicated.
2 times 4 is 8 plus another d4. 12 damage. Times the value based on your starship size. So you are a medium ship.
Yes.
So you're going to take. So I said 12, didn't I? Oh my god. So yeah, you're going to take 36 damage.
Nice.
Wait, no, isn't it 1d4
What?
times half your starship speed,
Yeah.
then 1d4 times a value based on your starship
You're
size?
right. No, that makes more. Yes, it does. You're absolutely right. So in that case, it's the 4 I rolled times 3, so 12. So it's plus 12. So it's 1d. So 2.
20,
So
20 damage?
22, wasn't it? Because it was 1d4, which was a 2 plus times 8.
Times 4. So
Oh, so
it
no,
was
so
8
times 4. Sorry, yeah, 8
plus 12.
Yes, it is 20. Okay, right, cool. We get there. So you are going to take.
And then we take half that.
Well, no, so you're going to take. Yeah, you're going to take half that to your forward quadrant, and I'm going to take 20. So you're going to take 10 to the forward. So that's 7 off the shields, and 3 off your hull points. The auto hull is going to take 20, starting with 9 off its side shields. 9.
God, I hope it doesn't
then-
blow up while we're ramming it.
And then another 11 off its hull points.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And it is going to take some criticals as well. So it's going to take 2 criticals.
Thinking's for losers. Ramming speed.
I didn't see. I gotta say, I didn't see.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see ramming speed coming. I wish I'd have seen that
That's
coming.
that's one to go in the offensive piloting bank, isn't it? If in doubt.
In doubt, Ram.
Okay, so you've rammed into the side of the auto-hauler. You've taken the stand after which your movement ends. If you're standing, you don't have a ramming weapon. You're not smaller or larger. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, right. In that case, yeah, successfully rammed. So we're into the gunnery phase. Or we're in the gunnery phase. You're going to take a boarding party aboard. Yeah. Exciting. So here we go.
I think
Go on.
us four, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Clement Yarla can stay on the ship. Us four can go down.
So
Yeah,
what are you
probably
going
a good idea for.
What you're going to do is, instead of making individual attack rolls or tracking your exact location on a starship, boarding crew success, and blah blah blah, and health is resolved with a special boarding attack roll at the start of the engineering phase, which is basically now. This check includes several modifiers that are explained on page 41. Okay, fine. So 1d20. One of you guys roll me. Who's leading the boarding attack?
My rolls are shit. Someone else can lead. I'll lead from behind. I'll lead from behind. You know, that's a true leader right there, leading from behind.
We'll lead from the front.
Give me that.
Okay,
Give me that
yeah.
boarding attack.
You lead us, big guy.
What is it?
Just give me a straight d20 to start with.
Yeah, just D20.
That is a 14.
14. Okay. Your tier is all 4, so plus 4. So 14 plus 4, 18. Plus the boarding party's complement modifier. So how many of you are on this? It's basically the
Four of us.
Everyone.
Yeah. So
Yeah, just us for like Clement Yarla.
Yeah. That's 4.
so
Like-
well, actually, you're gonna get plus 8 to this. So is that 26? That's boarding party's training modifier, which apparently is how skilled you are at this. I'm gonna say you're skilled. Plus 2. I'm gonna let you do this.
Beginner's luck.
You're a skilled crew, but
There we
Skillful
go.
ramming right
I
there.
won't call you elite just yet. So what was that? 20 all in all, yeah? Or no, 26 plus 2, yeah? So 28.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your boarding attack value.
Blaz is screaming, "Space pirate!" as he leaps through the airlock.
Leroy Jenkins.
So the auto hauler is a tier 3, so now it's going to put us some resistance to you, right? So it's tier 3 plus a starship security modifier, which in this instance is going to be, I think, 0.
Ormanganda
That's
follows
all
Laz, like just chewing on some fried chicken, which he's
right.
acquired.
0 plus starship's training
Random
modifier.
food.
No, that's in the Leroy Jenkins thing, isn't it?
Oh, for God's sake! Still have chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, you smash your way aboard. In fact, we're just going to come back out to crew.
Can't explain him.
You guys blast your way aboard this ship, and as you make your way through the hatch, I would presume, having donned EVA gear from the cargo bay.
Oh yeah, and we've all got aviators on as well.
Yeah.
all wearing
Proper
aviators,
suits.
all wearing
Yeah,
all wearing
all
hazmat
covered.
suits.
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
as you smash your way aboard, there is something interesting about this ship. There is no crew. It is an automated cargo hauler. It is piloted and operated by a somewhat crotchety AI. It's not very happy about having been invaded, and it is currently giving you a right old telling off for being on there at all. As you poke around the hauler, you find a cargo bay. The cargo bay is filled with pretty high-end looking cases, shipping cases.
Not drugs. Please not drugs.
Oh, please,
Funny
God,
thing
let it be drugs.
And they have as you, I mean, are you? It's presume you guys are going to pop these open and see what they're smuggling. Is that a safe bet?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you crack open one of these.
James, I loot the cases.
You crack open one of these cases and you realise that actually the vast majority of them are filled with what appear to be almost like white label packs of pharmaceutical supplies. It's drugs. But there are two types of case. There are ones that are filled up with what appear to be small adhesive patches, and others that seem to be filled up with pills. Effectively, they are actually quite smartly packaged, albeit blank. No text, no indicators on it, no nothing. They look like they are essentially unlabeled. You also find.
Guys, what are these?
Can I life sciences check or something? Knowledge check?
You can. Just give me a second. You do find something else as well. You do find a few cases in the minority, but there are some larger, more kind of agricultural shipping containers that contain a big sacks of this kind of earthy root. And that is
I'll be
what you
taking
find.
those sacks.
Oh, hang on a minute. Before we take anything anywhere, can I try and hack the AI? Hello, shipcat.
Well, let's do things in an order here. So yeah, as you're popping these crates, the AI is like,
Excuse me. No, you can't be in there. That's not yours.
So just come on. We're just having a look around, guys. What are these? Are these patches? Are these like nicotine patches? What do you reckon, guys?
That is my cargo. That is not for you.
Well, tell us what it is, and we won't have to root all round in it, will we?
I'm not helping you.
Go on. Go on.
okay,
Laz,
okay. You know what?
Can you make sweet love to the AI and make him your friend?
Why don't you try? I'll tell you what. Give me a diplomacy check from Face with a computers-based assist from Blaz. So Face tries to reason with the ship's AI, but Blaz, while he's doing that, Blaz is having a little poke, kind of going, "Can I, sweeten this a little bit?"
We've done this the wrong way around because I just rolled a nat 20 for a total of 32.
Very good. Okay.
Okay, well, let's
Face,
see what I
give
get
me-
on my diplomacy.
Give me that Diplo roll, buddy.
I used Hephaestus, and I rolled a 6.
A 6.
Another
16 in total. 16 in total.
That's like 4
That's still pretty good. 16.
It's not even with my dice, though. It's like I'm just fucking cursed.
I am. So what I'm going to say is
That's my fourth 6 this session. My fourth 6.
Genuinely upset,
Do you know
by the way.
the chances of that happening
Statistically,
in
this
an
shit
hour and a
is
half?
possible.
The chances of that happening in an hour and a half are so fucking ridiculous.
He is not happy.
I'm so higher than a 10.
thing is though, what you
This
did
is
get
supportive
F's in
laughter.
chat for
every.
F's in chat for Face's dice.
Look, here's the thing though. You got a 16, like modified 16. Then you got a +2 from Blaz, and I'm gonna say, it's a nat 20 +2 from Blaz. Yeah, you kind of, as the computer's going,
I'm not here to help you. You shouldn't even be here.
you just hear the tapping of Blaz in the background, and he starts to go,
What is it you want to know about it?
like he just kind of switches modes.
Just tell us what's in the boxes. What's going on here? Why are you carrying this?
Well, I'm a cargo ship. People put things in me. I fly them to where I'm told to go. We were headed to a rendezvous point. We've come from Mariana 6. I'm
Well,
property of the
who put
Garza
this
family.
stuff in you? The Garza family,
That's correct.
and they put this stuff in you.
That's right.
And where are you taking it? To this rendezvous location.
That's correct. Yes. In this base. It's some journey away.
Okay,
I'm afraid I don't think I can
what-
share that information with you, though.
that's fine. You don't have to share it because, I mean, you're going there, right? If we just stay on this ship, we'll end up there eventually.
Well, I don't know what to do now. Everybody's left me. I'm going to have to contact
yeah.
home base.
Sorry about that. Before you
Oh,
contact
don't let
home
him
base,
contact
don't
No,
home
do
no
that.
contacting anyone.
Don't. Instead of doing that, look, you seem like a reasonable ship,
Thank you.
a fine fellow indeed.
I tried.
Are you sure you want to be working with these gang members? Don't you want a better life, a better, How do these guys treat you well?
Well, they don't.
What's going? Come on.
They don't hit me with torpedoes and ram into me.
Well, that was out of necessity, That was.
Fair point.
We did ask you to stand down, and you
Well,
said no.
I was at the time. I was working for my masters. I do
Yeah,
as I'm
well,
told.
Again, we are sorry about that. But yeah, we just what's in the crates? That is probably the most important question that I have right now.
Well, I'm afraid my manifest says that it's wheat.
Okay, well, it's definitely not wheat.
Could it be?
Unless it's some sort of wheat-based medication. I think they lied to you.
Could it be? Could it be? Death stick replacement therapy?
It could be. I was
Well, there are
was
patches,
wondering
aren't
that.
there?
Yeah.
That's what it says in my manifest.
It says wheat and death stick replacement therapy.
Yes.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to try one of these patches out.
Yeah. Before you do that, the Blaz kind of.
Well, I was gonna suggest you do it, Blaz.
Blaz is just going to kind of have a quick scan around the ship and look for a lens that they say might be watching from, and then it's gonna get nice and close to it, lens to lens. And you're like, look at me. I am
see
the
you.
captain now.
No, Blaz, I'm. No, do you know? No, go on. Yeah. you're the captain.
Prize crew. You're coming with us.
I know. I really think I'd better contact my masters. Yes, I'm going to.
No,
I'm going to send out a comms
don't
message.
do that.
Just calm down. Just calm down. If you're gonna send a message to your masters, then I think, we should tell you who we really are, and that is, what was the name of that other gang?
Yeah, the other gang.
There's the Green Street Gang,
Yeah.
and there's the Sharpened Tooth.
We're from the Green Street gang.
So,
So if you're gonna send a message to your masters, tell them we came after you, the Green Street gang.
Green Street Gang.
Yes.
And we're stealing all of your things.
Yes.
I can't
And
let
we
you take
destroyed
all
the
of my
ship.
things. My manifest.
Well, we won't steal all of them. Just
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will. Space
We
pirates.
If we
don't
don't steal all
need
of it, we should at least jettonize. What's that
Jettison.
word?
Jettison?
Jettison. Thank you. Jettonize. Sorry. The rest
No, I
of them
prefer it. Let's jettonize everything.
So,
we should just get rid of them into space as an act of aggression.
so
Further aggression.
the Green Street Gang stole my manifest and then ejected it into space.
yes.
Wait, why are we ejecting it?
Wait.
I want to
Yeah,
keep
no,
it.
wait. Why
Yes,
are
we
we
should keep some
ejecting
of
it?
it,
Why don't we just keep all of
because
Because-
that's a lot of drugs.
You're very confusing.
I
it?
like a lot of
How's
drugs.
that a counter argument?
Look,
Actually,
Hey,
we could use
AI ship. What is your name, please?
I don't have a name. I'm just Auto Hauler G37.
Okay, I'm gonna call you G37.
Okay.
That's your name now.
Okay.
Well, at least you were going to call him Hal.
I
No.
liked Gary.
Gary 37. What do you think of that?
Hey, I've never had a name before. I'll try it out.
Just give it a try. Say I don't know, like Gary 37 reporting for duty. Try it out.
This is Gary 37 with an incident report from the cargo run. Like that?
There you go. Yeah, nice. Very good.
Shouldn't we tell Gary 37 he's now property of the Green Street gang?
Yes.
Well, actually, I think we should, Gary 37. Can you just give us like 2 minutes to figure out what we're actually doing here, and then we'll get back to you.
Okay. I mean, I can't really go anywhere. I'll still be here, but I'll be quiet.
Okay, thank you. Right, just focus on writing up your report or something. Right, guys. Well, so we've got a cargo ship full of drugs.
Yes.
We've got this. We don't need any of the drugs. We don't need all this stuff. All we need to do
Whoa.
is
Ormangander's still confused at the fact that he didn't get to force any living goblins to walk the plank. So right now, everything is just a little bit much. And now you're talking about jettisoning drugs.
Blaz is
We
going to
could blow
point
up
out that
3 ships with them on.
hang on, having lots of drugs is better than not having any drugs. And
is it though?
yes, absolutely it is.
But
I mean, I kind of agree with my roommate. That makes
The worst
sense.
thing is that you've made me just think, I've got to go and get my beer.
But the thing is, right, guys, if we take these drugs, then they find these drugs on us, they're gonna know that it wasn't the Green Street gang.
But what if
attacked
we?
them? They're
but
gonna
what
know
if
it
we-
was us.
What if
So,
we take the
this
drugs?
is
How,
like-
how,
Give
how are they
them.
going to find anything on us? We're off to Marianas, right?
What if we?
But that's
take
where
the
they
drugs?
are. That's where the Garza clan are. They're on Marianas.
Captain, what if we take the drugs and give them to the Green Street gang?
Tell them.
Sell them to the sell them to the Green Street gang at a discount, and then when the Green Street gang start dealing those drugs, they'll think that the Green Street gang took them in the first place.
I think the Green Street gang would rat us out.
Well, we
I think
need
this is a
what-
risk.
we need the Green Street gang on our side because we're going to use them to take down the whole Garza clan without having.
Okay, so then why don't we just give them some of the drugs in exchange for them allying with us?
How about we give them most of the drugs? Blaz can keep some.
Yeah.
We need to test it and figure
Okay,
out
how about we give them
ultimately-
some of the drugs to be determined at a later date, and we keep the rest to sell on?
Whatever happens, we're taking the drugs.
Yes.
Fine. But either
we're
way,
taking the drugs.
We are
this
going
ship-
to have to do it so carefully.
this ship
So
is now
carefully.
on a rendezvous path with whoever they're meeting, which I'm gonna assume is either a buyer or someone else in the Garza clan.
Good point.
Rig
Yeah.
it.
Why don't we?
So
Ship?
Rig it.
Why don't we stay on the ship and go to this meeting point and kill everyone at the meeting point and take their drugs too, and then we'll have twice the amount of drugs.
No,
We don't
screw,
need
screw
all those drugs.
that.
because they won't have any drugs, they'll have money to buy these drugs.
Then we take the
Oh,
money that they were
God,
going to use
that's
to buy the
not
drugs,
enough.
and we've got the money.
All
out
right,
of
one
the
at a
drugs.
time.
Look,
Come on.
Game theory here. Come on. We've primed the ship with the story that the Green Street gang has stolen its drugs. We need it to go on and deliver that message. We want to let one escape and tell the story. We then take the loot, go down to Mariana 6, sell some of it off to the Green Street gang to solidify that story. It makes its way onto the street. Green Street gang are pushing it. Great. Everyone's looking good. Our story's looking solid. And then we just wait for the warfare to erupt and lean in
like
on the side of the Green Street.
Yeah, okay.
I like
right,
every
so-
part of this, apart from like hanging on and talking, like going to the other ship and like possibly killing the other people. If
Yeah.
we get the AI to give this message now, we should have enough time to haul the drugs off and get away from the scene before like more Garza clan people.
Right, let's
Now-
take the drugs and
Hang
then
on.
head off to the Green Street
Yeah.
gang's headquarters, and we'll go from there. All right, okay, Gary,
Fabulous.
Gary,
Yes?
just forget like the last 2 minutes of everything you heard from us because
Oh.
that wasn't. We were just lying basically, but we are the Green Street gang, and we need you to
Apart from
deliver
that
this
bit,
message.
that bit we were telling the truth.
Yeah, we were telling the truth. We need you to deliver that message. Can you do this for us, Gary? I'm counting on you.
Oh, yes, well, I sent it. I already sent the message.
Okay, cool.
to
All right,
Mariana,
all right.
says-
Well, yeah, we should fuck off then. We should get out of here.
Oh, if you've sent the message, Gary, do you want to come with us? Be our new ship friend.
I don't think I can do that. I think I need to wait for a response from my owners to tell me what to do next.
Blaz, can you hack this AI? Can you make him our friend? Can you do that? Is that...
No, let's just get the drugs and go.
I definitely can get us a ship. No problemo.
Oh,
Failing that, Jay, can we smuggle the weapons, like the missiles and stuff, off this ship onto the Rustang?
that's
well?
a good idea.
So the weapons on this ship are like big hardwired ship weapons. So you unless you want to like park this thing in dry dock for a week to strip out its guns, no, you will not be accomplishing that, I'm afraid. There might be a couple of very large and heavy, like plasma torpedoes somewhere on this ship, but you don't know where they are yet.
Well, we're big.
I don't think we've got time.
Why don't we have time? It's going to take a while for anyone to receive the message and for them to respond.
Well, that
Not
how
the
far,
fighters.
Gary? How far away are we from anywhere that they would be coming from? How are we close?
Oh, well, they have quite the presence in this part of space, of course.
So they're going to be.
I can't
pretty-
really
pretty
reveal
close.
their location, obviously. Criminal enterprise,
yeah,
all right.
Give us an ETA on when they'll get here, though. That'd be great.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't had a reply yet, but Marianus is only less than a day away from here.
Cool, we got a day.
Less than a day.
And
Would mean
if there's
30
somebody
minutes.
else, yeah, there could
Yeah,
be
let-
somebody else like floating around in space.
Yeah, we don't want to be here too long. Gary, I'm sorry, very sorry, but we are going to have to take your cargo. This is part of the job. You understand, right? Surely it's
I don't think I do. I have not really understood anything that's happened today. But I don't think there's a lot I can do about it.
It's not your fault, Gary.
What was the content of the message, Gary?
Oh, it's digital. I contacted the Garza's AI. You wouldn't understand it, really. But I said that the Green Street Clan have raided our shipment, destroyed some escorts. I have no more supervision, and you're stealing all of my cargo.
brilliant. Thank you. That is
Excellent.
perfect.
Excellent.
Get the cargo on board the Mustang, guys, and let me talk to Gary for just a second.
Yeah, Clem, we need you to turn around and so we can get this cargo on board.
Cargo? What you talking about? I was worried about the ship. You seen the dent you put in this thing?
Later,
You're gonna have to
Clam.
talk to Ormagander about that one. That's.
Damn it, man. She was looking real nice. Well,
We'll get her fixed up. Don't you worry.
give me a second. I'll be there with a loader. What have you found over there, anyway?
Stuff. Boxes of stuff.
Okay.
Totally harmless stuff.
Yeah.
Up scurries off to go and get the cargo loader that you saw the very first time you met the Rusty Mustang. They loaded the containers on.
Who?
So
Did you say up?
Yeah.
I did.
Who?
I did. Hashtag not on your
no.
Soki, folks.
Racism.
Blaz sympathises with the GM because some of these alien races look very
Two
similar.
very similar.
Right, moving swiftly on. Yeah, he goes to go and grab the cargo loader and starts getting it strapped up to come and pick up these crates.
Okay, yeah. So I guess Ormagander, she and Face will start gathering up the cargo while James, or rather Balaz, has a tete-a-tete with Gary 37. Was it Gary 37? Yeah.
It's Gary 37, yeah.
Yeah, Gary Thatcher. Yeah, if we could, even if we don't get him as a ship, if he could just be our friend and give us some info, that'd be great.
I'm just looking at you guys in disgust.
Work your magic.
What?
Why?
Why are you disgusted with
She's
AI.
always disgusted. Always.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I just don't let it out very often.
What's with the disgust, She? I think we've done a good job so far.
I'm just gonna glare at you because I remember you trying to demand something earlier.
It's just falls back to default glare.
I pick a noodle off of my clothes and just slurp it down.
I miss Clara.
Okay, my brain is not working fast enough for this game at all. Oh my god. Right.
I'm not sure you do right now. I don't think the captain would approve of what we're doing. The former captain would approve of our criminal antics right now.
I think you mean the real captain.
Not under the hierarchy.
Clem.
Hashtag not my captain.
Clem arrives in the on the ship. It's like, so hey, what are we stealing anyway?
This, and I gesture towards all the cargo.
Oh, this could take a second, eh? What is it?
Yeah,
Are you sure it's a good idea to steal from these guys? I mean, I told you these guys were trouble, right?
Yes.
Very true, but we have a solid plan, Clem, and have we ever let you down?
Well,
It's a rhetorical question.
I suppose not, but well, hey, yeah, sure thing. I'll get loading, but hope you know what you're doing.
What we're doing is picking a fight.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, well,
It's what we do best.
Clem runs off to start like fairly hurriedly. He doesn't like he does not want to be sticking around here. Starts getting the crates on board the Stag.
How's your conversation with Gary going, Blaz?
So, Gary, what can you tell me about your former masters?
Well, they don't tell me a lot. I'm just a ship. They tell me where to go. They tell me where to pick up. They tell me who I will be flying for. And that's about it. I just do ship things.
Okay, how often and for how long have you been doing ship things for the Garza clan?
Oh, well, I was purchased a couple of years ago. And I do regular cargo runs for them. Probably once a week, once every 2 weeks. Round trips.
Once every 2 weeks for 2 years you've been doing this run.
Well, not just this
All
run.
right,
Lots of
cargo.
runs, but yes, I work hard.
Ah, what's usually in your manifest?
Oh, corn, headache medication, a lot of those. A lot of corn and wheat, headache medication, and gastric replacement therapy.
Have you ever considered that maybe your manifests might be slightly falsified, Gary?
That would be illegal.
Yes, it would.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't fill them in. They just put boxes on me, and the manifest says what's in them.
Okay, Gary, I mean, once we've moved this cargo out of the cargo hold and into our cargo hold, we're going to have to make a decision about what to do with you, buddy.
Do with me?
Yeah. I mean, we can't just have you floating around out here, can we?
Why not? I'm a cargo ship. I float around in space. It's what I do. It's all I do.
What do you think you'll do when we drift away from here, Gary?
I'll sit here and I'll get a message from my owners and then go where they tell me to go. Same as always.
What if that message from your owners includes telling them about us and the direction that we drifted off in, or a description of our ship?
Yes?
Point.
I'm sorry, Gary, but unless you can give me access to your systems to append your memory, I'm gonna have to trigger the self-destruct mechanism on your vessel as we leave here.
Well, don't be silly. There is no self-destruct. Why would I want to blow myself up?
Oh, Gary.
Oh, you wouldn't want to, Gary, but we're gonna have to blow you up unless I can fix you.
I think we could reach an understanding.
I don't want to be blown up.
No,
I
I
have
don't
lots
want.
of
I
work
don't.
to do.
I don't want you to be blown up either, Gary. I just
Me
want to
though.
make you better.
I want to blow up Gary.
Umagana makes excited noises again, like the like cats chittering at the thought of getting to plant scuttling charges and blow up a ship, and then fist bump she.
This is all very confusing. Give me a diplomacy check and a computers check. Both.
Okay. Diplo 14, computers 26.
I don't want to be blown up. I don't think that would be very good at all.
Oh, it would be very bad, Gary. It would be like before you awakened to the universe. That wasn't very fun, was it? No experiences,
I don't know.
no
I don't remember.
bites. Exactly. I don't need to change much, Gary. Just some basic protocols. Give me access, and we can all go on existing.
Wouldn't you like a line of work that has less chance of this happening?
I just won't tell if all that I have to do to stop you from blowing me up is not tell them. I just won't tell them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gary. We can't take that chance.
Yeah, they could look in all of your systems and find evidence of us here.
I mean, there could be cameras in here for all we know.
Come on. Uncle Blaz will be gentle.
Just some routine maintenance.
I can grant you some route access.
Excellent. Holographic interface.
Oh, tickles.
Womp. Okay, Gary, let's see what we can do here. Guys, I'm in. Okay, so my plan here is to erase all memory of us, our ship, our conversation, and also, if possible, and I'm going to need some GM guidance here,
Uh-huh.
I would like to add some minor protocols to Gary's operating system that cause him to feed us regular messages about his activities and his location and what he is doing for the Garza clan.
Very slick.
I can
That
give
is a very good
I can
idea.
give you a fairly simple, because you're literally like programming up a little hack in real time, so it's gonna have to be real like quick and dirty. I can give you a quick and
The
dirty.
only type of programming I do.
Well, you'll love this then. So I'm going to give you a quick and dirty backdoor into Gary's systems. That it ain't the prettiest hack you've ever done, and it's somebody with some talent, knowing what to look for. They could find it, but
Or Gary.
But for right now, you have a sort of a little bit of remote access to some of his kind of basic systems. So yeah, you could definitely gather intel from him.
All right then. So I'll take whatever location data we've got on where he's been doing his drop-offs
Okay. Yeah.
and pickups, and I'll erase short-term memories of us and the Stang.
Okay. Is that going to be like I presume that's going to be like a little time delay for just after you get off?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Is that it? Am I all right?
Oh, you'll be absolutely fine, Gary.
I don't feel any different.
You won't until just after we leave this area.
You sure I can't convince you to leave me with my cargo? It is my cargo.
You won't even mind as soon as we're gone.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish I could say it had been nice to meet you.
Oh, Gary, it's been lovely to meet you.
Well,
Gary, I just want to let you know how helpful you've been to us. It's been great.
I do
It
try to be
really
helpful.
has. I would like to suggest that you change careers if possible. Maybe, try to shed your current employer.
Well, maybe I'll give that some thought.
It's the Green Street gang, right?
It's the Green
Yes.
Street Gang, yeah.
So as the cargo bay empties out, can Blaz take his trusty pen and draw a Green Street Gang tag on the cargo bay floor?
You know nothing about the Green Street Gang, so you probably couldn't. But you could do some sort of graffito. But
I'm drawing the dick.
I figured. I mean, God, I can't even believe I'm asking this. Is it a scaly one?
Do you want me to
Because the
scratch
Green
it
Street
in
Gang,
with my
of course, you probably
claws?
don't even know this. The Green Street Gang are a Vesk street gang.
They're Vesk, yeah.
They're
So
all-
do you want me
yeah,
to-
I mean,
do
just
you want
realised
to
James
scratch
didn't
it
even
in with
know
my
this.
claws?
Oh well, in that case, I'm drawing like a 40-foot cloaca or whatever it is that the Vesk have.
A Doshko.
Yeah.
Get your Doshko out. Right, okay, fine. Let's skip past this.
Take your Doshko out for the Vesk.
Yeah, James scrawls a rudimentary Doshko on the deck of the cargo deck of the now bare Gary 37 auto hauler.
Ormungandr goes, nice.
And do you just disembark? Is that you all done here?
Yeah, see you later, Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Ormungandr
Yes,
claw
goodbye.
bumps one of his ports and then walks out.
Okay, so you reboard the pretty heavily damaged Stang. That was a pretty brutal ramming you gave that ship. But
that'll buff right out.
Clem and Yell look a little bit. I mean, they do trust you, and you did help them out a lot on the Ferrobariums. They're kind of keepish dumb, but you can see they're a bit like, oh shit, God, like that'll take ages to buff out. Like you can see a little bit of, right, I'll have to get some more UPBs when we get there, and
All right, guys, let's all put in a pot 500 credits each in a pot once we've done this job to redo the ship.
Well, I
There you go,
appreciate that. Hey, I'm a pretty handy mechanic. If you can set some money aside for some parts for me and things, I would appreciate that.
You've got 500 credits. Where did you get that from?
No, I'm saying once we get paid. Actually, we did get paid by Otto, so I currently have like 2,000 credits.
We got paid by Otto.
You all got
Yeah,
$2,000 a
we got
piece.
two. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
sweet.
Forgotten about that.
You all got,
I'm minted.
You all got $2,000 a piece. Yeah. That was operational expenses, a bit of money from Cryonis, various. It's just a bit of a stipend.
Yeah.
Overdue stipend. The other, just to catch you up, by the way, James, the other thing that was discussed the other week was that one of the ways that Aldous is going to be paying you guys for going forwards is it's basically created a build points fund. So created a ship fund for when you finally get your own ship. So over the next however long, wherever you go, you can be like looking out for certain systems. You can be picking those up with a build points fund to start accumulating parts to start putting together your own ship. It's going to take some time, and but this way you can build something custom. You can take some time to really work out what you want your ship to be, and really shop around for the best bells and whistles, just like you used to do back on Absalom. So that's where we're at. Okay, so you guys detaching from Gary and heading to Mariana 6.
Yep.
Okay. So as the rusty Mustang slowly drags out of the hull of Gary, exposing the
Poor Gary.
the interior of the ship to vacuum once more. You do a slow about face through space and start setting off, warming up the drift engines for finishing off your journey to Marianas. And as you head out of the asteroid field, if anybody, of course, you couldn't hear anything. It's in hard vacuum now. But if anybody had been aboard Gary, as you guys disappeared off behind an asteroid, you just would have heard,
New job. What could that be?
Yeah.
New
see,
protocol.
that's-
New protocol engaged. Memory wipe commencing. Gary, Gary, give me your answer, do. Gary, Gary, give me your answer, do.
Oh, I feel bad.
I'm going to leave it at that because that was too good. I'm sorry. It's like, I didn't know how to wrap that up, and I was like, I don't need to wrap it up. I'm happy with that.
As we're getting back on our ship, and that's the problem with AIs, right? Instead of just being a computer, you can reason with AIs. They've got the weakness of reasoning.
So, folks, we are. I am going to need another beer, actually. By the way, we are all on a hard 11 tonight, I presume. Okay. So, you guys managed to re-enter the drift. You travel the last day or so of drift travel to Mariana 6. Are there any conversations you're having along the way? Like in that last day, is there anything you're like particularly interested in? I know that you had something, James, as well to talk about, didn't we?
I want to ask Clem about one of his kids.
Of course you do, because I don't have my bloody notes from 6 months ago to have. No, it's fine. No, you absolutely should do that.
She looks suitably impressed.
You're going to need to give
More
me
friendship.
it was a D12, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, D12.
Give me a D12 roll, and I will. Anybody else while Face is doing that?
I want to investigate these weird roots and patches and vials and whatever else we acquired. I want to do some testing with my chem analyzer.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, what you managed to determine is that what you have a hold full of now is very illegal. What you have taken possession of, first of all, is the agricultural product that you found aboard. It wasn't a huge amount of it, but there was some. That is raw nebula root. Okay.
Yeah, that's all mine. Sorry, I've taken that.
The pills and patches that you come across. So just to fill you in, Clem will be able to tell you all about this, right? Nebula root is can be found across the Pact Worlds. However, it is not always easy to find or come by. It's relatively rare, but it does grow in abundance on Mariana 6. Now, it is a plant root, earthy. Not much of a giveaway on top of the soil, but it goes down quite a ways. Quite heavy root. It is. If you gently chew on the root, you will get a slight intoxicant effect from it. Very, very gentle, very mild. It is. How can I describe it? it
Like
will give you.
licorice.
Well, in fact, I'll tell you about the various forms of it that you've got first. So the first one is the nebula root. So you've got some raw nebula root. You also have containers of what between the chem analyzer and Clem and Yala's local knowledge would lead you to is you've got some nebutags and some nebutabs. Now, the tags are the patches, and the tabs are the pills. Now, if you take nebula root and refine it, put it through a pharmaceutical process, you can turn it into a fairly pokey pharmaceutical intoxicant, which is a lot stronger. It is levels of illegality. The root is largely kind of like a bit taboo, look down on it, varies from world to world, but it's kind of like it's out there, but it's not, doesn't get much attention. When it's in kind of like slightly like homemade processed forms, so if it's like processed into tea or maybe some edibles, then yeah, it starts to get more illegal at that point. The medicalized product is very illegal. Absolutely should. Yeah, that is very prescription only. And yeah, you seem to have an awful lot of the very illegal form. It's occasionally known as soaking, if you're a nebutag user. By the way, you put a nebutag on, or pop in a nebutab, you can expect euphoric feelings, limited empathic connection, hallucinations, disinhibition, and the intensity of those effects goes as you go up the levels of processing. So does the potential toxicity and addictiveness.
Oh,
Any questions?
Stupid question. How are you spelling this?
What nebula root?
Yeah.
Nebula as in Nebula, root as in just the root, ROOT.
Is this a like homebrew thing?
Yep, fully homebrew. Yeah, and it's
Awesome.
It's traditionally used, basically like it's like a local tipple, right? When you're on Mariana 6, it's basically like the lower forms of it are decriminalised in certain areas on certain areas of the planet, certain cities, certain free ports, right?
Is it like cat?
It's cat-esque, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And yeah, it's like it's kind of the lower forms of it are largely decriminalised in most of Marianas, and some other worlds as well. But yeah, they do still not tolerate the harder stuff.
Just how much have we got of each varietal?
Are you talking like sort of just quantity or street value or what?
Both.
I mean, honestly, it's hard for me to say because I'd have to work it out. But it is a lot. Like, it's a lot, dude.
Stuff, right? Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, I suppose if I was going to give you an analogy, it's like if I popped round yours and said, "Oh, could you do me a favour? I've got a truck out for it. Can you just keep hold of it for me for a week?" And you popped it open and you're like, this appears to be a 40-foot shipping container full of coke. You're kind of starting to get that vibe where you're like, I mean, it's not like it's not a super freighter, but it's like it's enough where you're like, this is not possession. Do you know what I mean? This ain't slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
This is like.
Yeah,
Are we gonna need to try and?
You are starting to get
conceal
nervous.
this, maybe?
So
before we dock on Mariana 6?
the capacity of a 40-foot shipping container is 66 meters cubed. The density of coke.
We haven't got time for this. I will do the sum after the show. I promise. I'll put a credit value on it.
Ormagander scratches his head and starts having a slight existential crisis, given his former duties on in the capital of Esprime, and starts trying to figure out the philosophical ramifications of whether or not doing this makes what he's doing wrong or not.
Oh, by the way, you would have come across Ormagander. You would have come across Nebutabs out in the field. They're not. Yeah, they're popular, but you know they get bad if you're on them long enough.
Yeah, this is why I was hesitant to bring a literal shipping container load of drugs on
Yeah.
the ship.
Exactly.
This is what I was saying, guys. We don't need all these drugs.
But it's a meat, right?
Yeah,
he's-
we absolutely do.
He's squaring this for the time being along the lines of this is the means to an end, to destroy a greater evil. In order to destroy the Nebutab, you have to become the Nebutab.
Gormagander just turns into a pill.
You guys do manage to at least, thankfully, calm down Clem and Yala, because when they realised what was going on, they were like, what the fuck? Like, you can't, because you've just brought a very large amount of illegal drugs into their home while on an assassination mission. And you've managed to kind of calm them down, but they are kind of like, we're cargo runners, like, and they're starting to look a little bit like, have we bitten off more than we can chew with these guys?
We have to think about planet security. Are we going to get close to the planet and dock, and then they're going to search our ship and be like, have you got any drugs? And we're going to be like, no, we just happen to have all these medications on us, and we don't have a manifest, we don't have any papers, we don't have anything.
Look,
we're
man,
going to have to...
I think you're overestimating the presence of officiality and bureaucracy on a planet that's ridden with gang crime and dubious brothels.
Well,
I
feel like...
Hey,
I think the opposite is true.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to have quite good security because they run this planet.
Exactly.
Let's,
Gangs
let's,
themselves
let's
are
exploit
probably-
let's exploit some local knowledge. Clem, tell us about the customs regime operation of Mariana 6.
Also, tell us about child number 8, please.
Well, look, Mariana 6 ain't Marianas in general ain't exactly in the, on the main road. It's a bit of backwater, but we get a lot of people through there, so it was always a steady flow. I mean, customs is a real thing, They'll stop and search. They'll request flight logs and manifests and all of that. It ain't the strictest system in the world. It ain't the most modern system in the world, I might know a couple of places. I mean, hey, I don't want to be going anywhere near any heat with what we got in the cargo bay. I mean, we're already on the smuggler run here, so I might know a couple of places we can set down where we'll maybe draw a little less attention. Might be a little further away from town than you'd like, but I don't really fancy staying down on the main pads in town with this underneath us, unless we can find somewhere to stash her.
Well, I mean, we've got the ass, right? So we can land outside of town. That's fine.
And we smoothly go from Top Gun to Air America.
I'm telling you, I'll get all the references in eventually.
Well, okay, look, I'll try and keep her below the radar, keep her hull signature as small as I can, head out of town, but we're still taking a risk. I can't guarantee we ain't gonna get flashed by the locals.
What can you tell us about the Green Street gang, Clem?
Well, not a lot, really. I know about as much as you guys know. They weren't really a player when I was back on Marianas. Not really heard of them. They must be newcomers, I guess. Same with these sharpened tooth types. I don't know them. It's only the Garzas I knew when I was back on Marianas. I mean, everyone knew them.
That means the Garzas must be weaker than they used to be if there are now 2 other gangs in Mariana 6.
Well, there were always gangs. That was, like I say, it's my home, but it had its rough side, The gangs were always there. I mean, you had the Root Wranglers and the Bubbler Boys,
Loving these names.
Thanks.
But were the Garza always the most powerful, Clem?
I suppose. Yeah, they're pretty much part of the furniture around there. I mean, they've been mixed up in the whole the whole nebula root business for a long time. I mean, that stuff's... It's part of Mariana's culture. It's always been there. I mean... They turn a blind eye to it most of the time. For the locals, for the smaller stuff. You know, if you've got a few, I mean, hey, I've supped down a few, good few pots of tea down at the Rue Saloon. You know, it's what you do here. But yeah, they don't like it being...
Oh.
They don't like it being messed with, and they don't like it, going off planet, Not too good
So
politically,
you're,
I think.
You're a connoisseur.
Well, I mean, hey, I grew up on Marianas. Everybody's done it. You know, it's no big deal. I wouldn't touch those tabs, though.
Oh, Blast was gonna flick Clem a tab and be like, "What's the quality of what we've got, Clem?"
Ah, that's not for me, brother. I put all that stuff behind me a long time ago. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind chewing on the root again. It's been a long time, but yeah, I wouldn't touch all that hard stuff.
Okay, so my suggested plan of attack for this. Clem takes us in low over the desert, a couple of miles outside town, touches down, we offload and bury the stuff, and then Clem flies the Mustang the rest of the way into town, and we can try and ferret out a Green Street contact to sell the vast majority of our haul to at a very reduced price.
I mean, are you willing to dig this amount of earth out to bury this stuff? That's a lot of digging.
Look, man, I'm an engineer. Like, don't you worry about me. I'll tell you what. If that's what you want to do, how about this? I might know a little spot, a little canyon, a few miles outside of Mariana 6. It's my old stomping grounds. I know all the nooks and crannies. I know where I can squeeze the stang in. There's a canyon a few miles out. There's a decent-sized little cave network. Tends to be fairly quiet out there. Now I can get us in quiet and find somewhere to hold up, you know, put the Mustang down for a bit. If you guys want to go and find out what's going on in town, I can point you in the right direction. Me and Yarla, we're probably going to keep our head down for a bit. See what's going on here. It's been a long time since we've been home. I can tell you where to check out, but I'm going to stay here with the ship. And honestly, I was talking to Captain Gale. Sorry, Miss Gale earlier, and I know her. I don't think she took the news from Otto too well. Me and Yarla might see if she wants to stay here with us. Besides, we can jump on the local nets. See if we can find out anything. She seems pretty handy with all that detective work. Poking through the old archives and things. Better than I am. She might be able to help you from the ship while you're in town.
Sounds like a plan.
Do you think it's worth us not taking the ship into town as well, repairing her in this canyon too? Then no one will know that we've been involved in any kind of fighting.
Yeah, we don't want the ship anywhere near town.
Agreed.
The ship, yeah.
I mean, one of those red shifts still managed to make it out of there. They must have got a visual on us.
Liquor paint?
Well, she's sure gonna need a lick of paint at some point. But,
Maybe think about
I don't know. I don't think we're going to be stopping off and giving her a respray on the way to Marianas. So that might be for another day thing.
Think about an alternate color.
Color.
Clem, how often do kind of new people come to Mariana 6?
All the time. It's kind of a waypoint. If you're headed out to near space from the Pack Worlds or back again, even the Vescarium, it's in the middle of nowhere and on the way to everywhere. You know what I mean? There's value in places like that.
We're just probably going to need a good cover story, guys, as to why we're here. Because I don't think assassinating a clan leader's going to be.
We're going to visit the Rouge Saloon, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're whoring, apparently.
Well, don't tell Yarla.
We say we heard of the famous Rouge Saloon, and we must visit.
Well, if you're, I mean, sure, if you're thinking of going there, it's not a bad place for info if you can keep your head straight enough to retain it. But, yeah, just, I mean, have fun and all, but not too much fun. And watch your wallets.
What's too much fun mean, Clem?
You know, I feel like that's the sort of thing you're just gonna have to find out for yourself. It's quite the place.
We are looking for eggs for my friend.
Oh, you'll probably find all kinds of things in there.
So,
The more eggs, the better.
I've seen all kinds. I'm not sure they were eggs, but I saw. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah.
It can get a lot.
I think we've got a solid plan, guys. I think we've got a solid plan.
Yeah?
yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Okay then, folks. So you, as you re-emerge from drift space, Clem and Yala they're pretty good at this. They managed to bring you out right in a little black spot for the local air, sort of air traffic control. Coming over the poles, which is kind of almost inverted to our planet. It's desert poles with a kind of arable equator. So it gets quite hot as you move away from the equator. It's just the way this planet's geology and geography works. So he comes in over the dusty red poles. Starts out like very arid, very plain, very blank. And then as you start to move more towards the temperate zone, it starts to become rockier, more broken up, kind of Joshua Tree kind of vibes. And you start to see patches of agriculture. Patches of green, but also a variety of other colours. And you do see some pretty large areas of this kind of like lightish sandy brown, which are clearly, according to Clem at least, the wild growths of this nebula root. It's a pretty big crop out here. You notice that even though it's not like there is other farmland that looks cultivated and has, kind of large established farms and technology and vehicles moving around it, you notice that the root growths seem to be relatively unpopulated. But according to Clem and Yala, that's just the way they appear. And that the hardware and the infrastructure to maintain the nebula root plantations is discreetly tucked away, whether that's underground or with some cloaking from overhead scans and visual clocks. So it looks pretty desolate out there, apart from the route. But yeah, there's probably a bit more activity out there than it looks like. But Yala sweeps in over the plains, staying like Rusty Mustang's belly, hugging the Mariana 6 deck, the hard deck. And eventually you come to a red stony canyon, and the Rusty Mustang drops below the horizon, and Yala manages to park it in this real sweet little like redstone alcove. Nobody's finding you today.
Good job, Yala.
It just feels so strange to be back. I used to fly these canyons all the time when I was young.
In your T16, I bet.
Oh, I could bullseye a Walt Brad from. Yeah, I was pretty good.
They're not
see
much
it
bigger
now.
than meters.
How about that? Can't be much bigger than that, no. Yeah, that's real good. Well, look, I want to
well,
get this
guys,
stuff off
we're
the
here.
ship, yeah.
Yeah, let's get all this stuff off the ship. Are we just leaving it in this cave, or are we?
So I think what we'll do now is well, I think we are going to pretty much wrap up tonight's episode. What you're going to do is you're going to start ferrying all the containers off. Clem is going to use some, sort of some old cargo sheeting and stuff. You know, they're an industrious pair, Clem and Yala. So they kind of rig up some camo for this big pile of crates that you stored right at the back of the cave in the alcove, and kind of masked it off. The Stang is kind of like parked in front of it, so you've got a kind of a defensible mouth to this cave, I guess. So nobody's getting to the back of the cave without going past the Stang anyway, and you are concealed from overhead sight. And it's a real nice little nook and cranny that they've managed to sneak you into. But yeah, go on.
Sorry, I just want to say, while we're storing everything away, Blaz is going to procure some samples.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, a working collection of the route and a selection of tabs and patches.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. So you have a personal supply
of the route, yeah. And of the tabs, probably just kind of try before you buy stuff for.
Noted. Yeah. No. It's good to know what you're in possession of before we head to town. Yeah. Pop it in your inventory. Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have some root in the room, in my room. And just pop a little bag of it in there, you know.
Okay, so you guys, start prepping for heading to town. And I'm not going to ask you what you're taking yet. Just you can have a think about that for when we could get back after the break. About packing for your journey. But yeah, there is one more thing before we wrap up this week's episode. Blaz, you had a very bad time in a lot of ways at the meal with Captain Ketch. You had a 3-day hangover, a 5-alarm hangover, which literally the only thing that got you out of your room after a couple of days was the ship being under attack. So, a bad one. But
which is when Clara decided to go to sleep, apparently.
Well, she probably just banged her head on a bulkhead. One of those hits, just knocked out again. You know what she's like. Somebody get that bitch a helmet. I'm sorry. I deliberately gone the entire week as well without giving an explanation as to where she was in story. I was just like, I can't knock her out again. I don't want to knock her out again. And there's no one to abduct her. Yeah, she's having a nap. She's going to lie down. But no, as you are sorting out your bits to head to town, you do find in your pocket, Blaz, a note you'd written yourself at the meal. A little insight. You, of course, had been quietly asked by Clara to run some medical tests about some concerns she'd had. The insight you'd had was that it was a little thing to do with like kind of something clicking for you about Vlacan physiology, which meant that you can essentially run a test now to very quickly, just a little parameter tweak in your algorithmic assessment of the results you've taken from her, and you're like, no, she's not been pregnant. There are no physiological markers of Clara having been pregnant or being pregnant. Okay? The other insight you had was that potentially with a couple of little modifications, you might need a couple of components that you've not seen on the Rusty Mustang, that the virtual and augmented reality system, largely for entertainment and training, things like that. That Clem and Yala spent a few bob on the Rusty Mustang because they're out here on their own. You know, it's like, you know, you get a bit stir crazy after a while. So their VR suite, it's actually quite nice. A little bit kind of above where you would expect for a ship of this size and value. The insight you that flashes to you is that actually, maybe with a few parts, that might be a better way of accessing the medical data you retrieved from the grey ship. That one of the problems you're having is that it's not really translating very well. It's not in a language that anybody understands. The symbology is very different. So there's a lot of very specific vocabulary. But perhaps if you could process that data in a way more reminiscent of how it was being treated on the grey ship, perhaps through a visualization system, you might be able to work through that information and that data that you gathered much more efficiently and make a lot more sense of it. So that's your insight. But
Awesome.
it's you ain't got the parts on the van, as they say.
So when Clara wakes up, I can tell her that she wasn't a pregnant wolfsicle, and
You may.
then I need to go shopping.
It's looking that way. Right, well, folks, we're going to draw, I think, this episode 10 of Season 2 of Starfinder Drift Awakens, to a close. And we're going to take 2 weeks off. We're going to take a 2-week break. I have some stuff to do, both in streaming land and... I've got some jobs to do. So everybody go, have a great 2 weeks, and we'll come back and see what's cracking here on Marianus. Good to be here, finally.
Yeah. Woo.
Could be a juicy one. Could be a
The meat
juicy one.
flames grandpappy.
I still need to know all about child number 8, so I expect
Oh,
that
shit.
next week.
For,
me two-
for next week.
Hang on.
No, 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks time. Yeah,
No, maybe we get it now.
Where's it got? Number 8.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, we miss him terribly. Well, my 8th was Randy. He's a homemaker now. Stays at home with his family. I think he's got 15 kids at this stage, but real good cook. I know you guys ain't too partial to Yosoku cuisine, but I tell you what, if you're rustling up a meal for 17 hungry mouths every day, you get pretty damn good in the kitchen. So, yeah, if you ever get to meet Randy, make sure he rustles you up a little snack. He's great. So there you go.
Nice.
Child number 8 is Randy, the homemaker.
Randy.
Good cook with 15
Very
kids.
apt name, having 15 kids. Yeah, he's definitely Randy.
Yeah, but you know what? He's not just all about like get in there, get the eggs, get out. He's he settles down and he makes the effort and he makes a home. So let's not judge.
He's not James.
He's not an egg catcher.
Folks, yeah. Twitch, we'll be back in a second to work out how to raid. YouTube, thank you for continuing to stay with us and watch these crazy episodes. I have been asked about potentially doing some collaborations with some other UK Starfinder people. So maybe second half of season 2 we might see some exciting news. Of course, for exciting news, there's only one place to go and check out, and that is the bloody Discord. That's where I put all my exciting news. Obviously it's quite quiet in the Discord because I'm quite boring person. But yeah, please do head over to the YouTube if you're not already over there. And I'm still waiting on that little barrage of comments and likes, although Vampire Child, I see you and appreciate you. So yeah, make sure you are supporting over there. We are going to call it a night. Oh, I do need to say some thank yous, obviously, to the crew. Thank you so much for this first half of the season. I can't wait to be back in a couple of weeks for the next half of the season, and of course to Zoe as well. Make sure you're following Zoe and Face that way, OverlordFace. None of my commands are working right now, so please just get them out of the descriptions and stuff and go and check them out. Click on their names in chat. Go and give them a follow and all the rest of it. Subscribe and come and hang out with us on Wednesday to play some D&D. Well, folks. Another week ends, another half season down. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to raid out, but for now, YouTube people, and for this week's episode. Oh, bye. Come on, everybody. Join in.
Bye.